Hello, this is Lori Michelle sharing today's message, sharing recent conversations that I had with two famous ladies and the world's most famous Rebbe. Hashem wants me to share this today, so I'm following my marching orders. I had recent visits from two very famous ladies, and a week ago tonight, from the world's most famous Rebbe, and Hashem wants me to do this in reverse order. In other words, the most recent visits, conversations, and end with the message from the Rebbe. So I'll start with the two ladies. A few days ago, he's correcting me, he said a couple of days ago, he showed me the faces of two different women. And that's how he introduces them to me when he wants to bring someone to me. He flashes an image, and then he'll ask me, who's this and who's this? And then he'll say, they want to speak to you. And sometimes I'm not in the mood, but I was in the mood for these ladies. The first image he showed me was Joan Rivers. And I've spoken to her before, and I love Joan Rivers. I spoke to her right after her passing years ago, and she had me laughing hysterically. She is so funny. So the first image was Joan Rivers. And the second image was Jean Stapleton, Edith Bunker from All in the Family. Really? So the first person that spoke to me was Joan. And I have to tell you, I don't really remember what Joan was saying to me. I only remember what I was saying to her, which was, I love you, I miss you, I miss your sense of humor. And I said to her, your kind of humor would not be going over well right now. You would be censored, you would not be doing well here. Yeah, I'm getting agreement on that. And I said, but boy, I could really use your help. And they surround us with love and inspiration, and they're praying for us. They're watching this spectacle called planet Earth right now. And the second image was Jean Stapleton, and he brought her to me. And I read after the fact online that she was a very devout Christian. I didn't know that about her. I just loved Edith Bunker. So I said to her, I feel like Edith Bunker sometimes. I do. I feel like I'm running around and I'm working so hard to please the people I love. And every once in a while I get pushed and shoved a little too hard, and I stand up for myself. And she did that, if you've watched that show. She looked like a pushover and like empty-headed, but she was very smart, and a lot of wisdom came out of Edith Bunker. Anyway, Jean Stapleton said to me, and this is what I'm supposed to pass on to you, that they're working very hard. She says, I'm working very hard to help, but we can't do it on this side. It has to be done here in the physical world. That's what she was telling me, that they can't. They're hamstrung. All they can do is pray and influence us. And if you look at the world, it doesn't look like God and goodness is influencing too many people in every moment, in many moments. But the world has gone crazy. It's crazy right now. And they're watching the crazy, and I hear them on the other side say things like, I am so embarrassed. And I laugh and say to Hashem, no one's embarrassed here. Why is no one embarrassed here? You get embarrassed in front of each other people, but you're not embarrassed in front of God. That's why they're embarrassed. They're embarrassed about the state of our world and how we're heading for certain destruction. That's what it looks like. But he promises me that you're going to wake up and lead the charge and redeem this world. And I don't see it. I don't see it at all. He promises me it's true. The rabbis believe it's true. And they don't know what I know, and they don't want to know from me. And that leads to the final visit, which was really the first visit a week ago. Last Thursday evening, he showed me a dark black hat, and it was just a specific hat and a specific angle. And I said, whoa, it's the Rebbe Schneerson. And I have spoken to him in the past. He has come through to me many times, especially early on after Hashem cracked my head open like a coconut. He was around me a lot. But I haven't spoken to him in a very long time. And he said the following to me. He said, I am speaking to the mother of mankind. He said, you are Messiah. That's what you are. And I said to him, I replied, Rabbi, I'm ready for you. Come do it. They think it's you. They want you. There are posters everywhere welcoming you as Moshiach. Just come and do it. And you know what he said? It's not for me to do. You're the one. You're with him. The two of you are together, and you're going to do this. And I said, I don't know. It's just not happening. There are a few people who listen to every single word that I utter with bated breath. God bless you. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for all of you. I don't want to do this. And the Rebbe said, there's no one else who can do this. And I said, Hashem, I'm ready. Let him come. And Hashem said, no, it's you or it's no one. And then he said, it's sooner than you realize, Lori. And I said, sooner? He said, yes, we're watching and it's all moving into place. I don't know what that means. I do know, specifically, I don't know what that means. In other words, he shows me prophecy, he shows me things, he tells me things. But when it happens, how it unfolds is almost a surprise when it happens. But yet, in hindsight, I could say, oh, you told me that. But until it manifests, it's prophecy. It didn't happen. It may never happen, in my opinion. And he says it must happen. And the rabbis say it will happen. And I'm in the middle. I'm the monkey in the middle trying to motivate you because it won't happen. Nothing will happen. Redemption will not happen unless you bring it forward. And that's what Gene Stapleton was saying to me. They can pray, they can motivate, they can infuse you with love, but they can't do it. And they're hamstrung and they're frustrated on the other side, watching you do nothing. You're doing a lot of nothing. And you're getting mad at me for saying that, but look at the world. Last night, I watched some of the Judiciary Committee. Have you watched that spectacle? The committee hearings with the whistleblowers from the IRS. You're all crazy. You're all crazy. If you're Republican, you're crazy too. If you're Democrat, you are ultra crazy. You're all nuts. That's what I was watching. I was rooting for someone to make sense. And you know who made sense? The whistleblowers. They were trying so hard to tell the truth. And everyone else is posturing for their team, and they're going to win, and they're going to take Biden down, and they're going to take Trump down. And you're all fighting like horrible bullies. I thought the bullies went away in high school and junior high school. But no, they don't go away. You know what happens? The bullies grow up and they serve in Congress and the Senate, and they become president of the United States. That's where the bullies go. They take control and more power, and they find more vicious ways to torture their enemies. We're all enemies to each other when we're all family. That's who we are. We are one gigantic family, dysfunctional family. And I know where it's all coming from, and you don't want to know. And I need to show you where it's coming from. I watch you and I think, wow, you're a genius. And then I watch, and I could set my watch and say, oh no, there it is again. The evil one gets you by the jugular and owns your soul. And you don't even know it's happening. You need to know what's happening. It's time. So, Joan, hilarious. Right now, nothing's hilarious. Jean Stapleton, she's working so hard. You think rest in peace? No one's resting over there. You're doing a lot of resting here. Playing on your computer, watching on social media, commenting, thumbs up, hearts, hugs. You know what that's going to do for us? Nothing. I run in the morning, and this is how I will end. I run in the morning by the canary, and there are posters of the Rebbe everywhere. Welcome, Moshiach. And I say to Hashem, welcome, Moshiach, bring someone who can do this. He says, no one else is going to do this. And then I look sadly into the water, and I see fish swimming under plastic in the canary. And the heat here is over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, melting the plastic, and the plastic is going into the fish, and we're eating the fish, and we're getting cancer, and we're getting diseases, and we're dying because of evil. And that sounds like, oh, well, you know, that's just common sense. But I'm asking you, where's the common sense? Where's the common sense? Do you see what I see? He says, no. The Rebbe says, I'm the only one who can do this. Hashem says, I'm the only one who can do this. And do you know why? Because I think I'm so great. I don't think I'm great at all. I'm just mom, and I care. And I see what you don't see. I don't understand why you don't see it. And that's why I'm here, to help you see it. If you watched the hearings last night in America, and you were rooting for one side over the other, you don't see it. We're going to die this way. It's humiliating. It's embarrassing. This is the United States of America. Get Biden, get Trump, get the other guy, and our team wins. No, we all lose this way. You all sound like this to me. And that's what I sound like to you? Really? Apparently you're not listening to mom. And he just said it. You are going to have to listen to mom. He just said, I demand it. Do I need you to listen to me? I just want what's best for you. I'm ready for the Rebbe. I like him. I'm rooting for him. And Hashem just said, root for him, Lori. It's not him. God bless you. He just said it's time and it's coming. I don't know. We'll see. God bless you.